Folks, we're officially getting underway. Welcome to the Megabucks Amateur Pool League Challenge. Your Steinway Billiards in New York. I'm upstate Alabama, AZB TV. You're watching live stream Coed production. Before we get underway with this match, let me let you know the names. The names are Glenn Ramsey and Jimenez. You can see the race is not up there yet, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when the two players lag, the winner of the lag gets to decide what game they're going to play, and the choice of the games are 8-ball, 9-ball, or 10-ball. So that's what we're waiting for. And if it's 8-ball, it's a race to 9. If it's 9-ball or 10-ball, it's a race to 11. Before we get underway, like I said, we got to thank some of our sponsors. Of course, Gotham City Technologies, Ron Mason, the IT guy to go to. You got any kind of problems with any kind of device, whether it be a laptop, desktop, cell phone, iPad, you name it, you got it. Don't throw it out. Make sure to check with Gotham City Technologies. He can help you out with the firmware, help you out with the software. I had to stop the players because they were about to get underway. And, of course, we want to thank Universe Clothing, jumping on board with AZB TV. That's myself, Nick, and the boys. Make sure to check out universeclothing.com. Even if you send them an email and say, hey, thanks for supporting live streaming AZB TV. Of course, NYC Grind's constantly spinning the wheels. If you want to follow them, it's nycgrind.com. It's also NYC Grind on Facebook. Talking about Facebook, live stream news group. I started there. We got almost 7,000 members. You can elect to go over to the live stream news on Facebook if you have the accessibility and suggest to be a member. We also want to thank the mothership of pool, azbilliards.com, the world's largest. You can become a member for free, post your events, post what you have for sale in pool. Okay, we also want to thank Simona's Cloth, Aramis Balls, the Kings of Vape Routing, Akron, Ohio, along with the Kings of Billiards, Chad Bowling, the whole crew out there. We want to wave our hands and say hello. And, of course, the motto here for the Megabucks is, why settle for less when you can have more? More trophies, more cash, more free trips to Vegas. Go play Mega.com. And here's one of the posters I received yesterday, and those 3 qualifiers right there. They get 9 to 10 nights out in Rio, out in Vegas, and, of course, 2 different tournament formats. They get $300 in cash. Megabucks paying it out. We're going to get underway, and we're going to set these players off right about now. And they're going to lag from the other side of the table so we can sweat it.
Okay, 4 minutes remaining before forfeits.
And you can hear Vincent in the background saying 4 minutes away before a forfeit. So if you are not on scene, you will forfeit your match. They had 1 practice lag, and now both of them are lagging officially. They both agreed to have 1 practice lag. And they're off, coming down the stretch in the 3-ball. Get up at nose. And now they're going to decide what discipline they're going to play. There you have it right there, folks. Jimenez is getting 4 games on the wire. We're going to 11. We're playing 10-ball. Both players agreed to rack their own. And it's call shot, call safety. We'd like to welcome everybody aboard out there in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. Please help us spread the word as we're doing as much as we can on our side. My son is with me, but he's just sitting in one of those massage chairs falling asleep because he got up at 7 and I got up at 4 in the morning, so he's tired. He got up cranky. Tournament Joe Gibbons in the house. It's always a pleasure to see Joe, and I'm expecting to see Earl. Earl's usually coming in about an hour or so, and he'll come in and say hello. Maybe we can grab him and pull him in the booth for a little while. Probably one of the best commentators you're going to hear. Good morning, Joe. And hopefully we can grab Earl. We had Earl in the booth a couple of times. We'll open and break. This is Glenn Ramsey breaking the balls. The 8 ball right into the side pocket, and we're off. Shot on the 1. The 4-5 kind of get funny. But being in the position where the 2 is, if he gets on the right side of this 2 to play it into the side pocket, he can just nudge into the 5 to stop the cue ball, thus far loosening up the 4, and shoot the 3 into the side pocket. So he's got a couple options here. Well, he's on the left side of it, so now he's going to have to play the 2 ball into the bottom right-hand corner. And hopefully he doesn't bump the 9. The 9 will stop the cue, and he'll be trapped up behind that 5. He's got to be careful. And he's trapped up behind the 4, never mind the 5, but misses the 2. Now, if that 2 ball happened to be safe, where there was no visibility for Luis Jimenez coming into play, he would have the option to give it back to Glenn. Call shot, call safety. Wow, nice shot. But now the 4-9. The 4, I think, goes in the bottom left-hand corner. So he should be okay if he can stay on that top side of it.
Okay, 10:05. If you don't have an opponent at your table, please come and see me. If it reaches 10:06, double forfeit.
Wow, 10:05 forfeit, 1 game. 10:06 double forfeit. Whatever that means, it might be 2 games. So Vincent's just making that announcement. If your opponent's not at the table, I'm sure you heard him. He runs a strict operation here. You're going to be professional, or you want to be professional. He's going to run it as a professional tournament. Safety called, as I could see a Kiko walking in the door. For those of you that don't know a Kiko, her and Amir go to many tournaments. Five ball, corner pocket, shooting it. Swing and a miss.
Ben Pasternak, going once. Ben Pasternak, going twice. No bidders. Ben Pasternak. Thank you.
Well, both players off to a rough start, and it's expected.
Okay, anyone else without an opponent? Anyone else without an opponent?
Good morning, guys. I'm in another world. A couple of the referees, I don't know if I mentioned that, they got 6 referees on premises here, put in strategic areas so that there's no need to say, hey, come over here from across the room. You can almost whisper to them. And they're right that far, an arm's length away. And also, if you're just a regular consumer or pedestrian or one of the locals here, They will not allow you to pass by the table. They'll actually stop you and say, excuse us, we have a match going on. Very politely, too. I like it. They got things roped off where the general public can't walk in front of some of these matches. Well, Glenn's pretty impressive here. I hope he's not shooting because he's on the live stream. He's not shooting over his head because it seems like he's shooting a little hard. But then again, I don't know his game. Some players do shoot that speed. Hey, Kickin', good morning. You're late. You got a note? I hope you got coffee. Because we all have our cups in our hands right now. Welcome aboard. Amateur event, we're at Steinway. It's called the Megabucks, and that's ball in hand. This is the first game of the first set. We're racing to 11. And the gentleman that just got off the table has 4 games on the wire. And it's call shot, call safety. And Glenn's the better play, obviously. He's given 4 games on the wire going to 11. And we're just watching him. Well, I'm just watching his game for the first time. There might be some viewers out there that do know him. On the side, he plays kind of rapid. He called the shot before the cue ball actually stopped. I mean, pretty obvious where it was going to go, but playing real fast. I like the tempo because as a commentator, you know, and on a time slot, when they time slot matches to go off at, you know, every 2 hours or every 2.5 hours, and should this match end early, you know, I don't get a break. And there you have it. And Glenn says, well, I got the next break. So it's 4-1 now. Cutting that spot down to 3 games. And also, take a look at the attire. I believe all the gentlemen, if not 90% of them, that's one of the referees. She's got her back to us. She does have a ref shirt on underneath her jacket. She says she's a little cold. She's sick. Tournament Joe Gibbons way in the back corner there. Big Tournament Joe Gibbons. Let's get back to this match. So dress code, see the young lady back there. She's casual, shirt, slacks, shoes. Gentlemen are in vests, slacks, shoes. Don't have boots on. Don't have boots on. It's strictly enforced. Boom, with the break. Glenn with 2 ends, yeah. Oh, so you know Glenn. Yeah, Glenn Ramsey. You know, his face looks familiar. I might have saw him. You know, I'm only in the pool world, let's see, 40 years maybe, 38 years. When I first started, I used to play 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that was after work also. Getting to bed at wee hours in the morning, getting up and going to work early. And I don't know how I did it, but when you're younger, you can do things like that. I just got word that
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, if you have a rules question, it has to be before or after your match. You can also take a timeout and go and resolve any rules issues with your opponent. But asking the referee will unfortunately dock you a game.
I don't know if you caught the word from Vincent. He said if there's any discrepancies on a shot call, and there is any kind of confrontation or argument, the referees will stop your match. Whether that means stop it as terminated, I don't know, but kind of sounded that way. I got to grab a better stool. Be right back. Keep an eye on the match, guys. All right. Watch it. There's no luck. It's call shot, call safety. If that would have went in, it wouldn't have counted. Well, it would have stayed down, and Glenn would have shot where the cue ball lies. Overran it, but he does have the pocket in the bottom left-hand corner. "96 players. They just came in by the waves, like hitting the beach yesterday. Every 2 hours, 2.5 hours, there was a new wave of people walking through the door. And that's what we're expecting again today, up until the last ball drops. The cream will rise to the top. You got grandmasters in here also, what they consider grandmaster players. This gentleman, Glenn Ramsey, shooting, I believe, is in what they call an M8. Yeah, he's an M8. I think the GM is the grandmaster. They use GM. There you have it. Glenn Ramsey continues his rampage and cuts the lead down by 2 after spotting Jimenez 4 on the wire. We have his 4 up already. As you can see, we want to thank Lucasi Q's. Where is Lucasi Q's? Oh my goodness. I didn't put their ad in here. Well, sorry about that, Wes and the boys. I happen to have the Lucasi commercial right at hand here. And we'll get that underway when we have a chance. But right now, we got to stay on the match. As Glenn is set to break here in Game 7. It's actually Game 3, but since we put the 4 up, we're going to call it Game 7. Yeah, 96 players, exactly. It's quite a bunch of amateur players, huh? 96 players, fully dressed in the attire. It was nice to see, I'll tell you. That's one of my pet peeves about pool. If you're going to be a professional and you're going to play in the tournament, it's just like being a professional baseball or football player when you're out in general public, you know. You don't want to be playing in a tournament with your hat on sideways and toothpick hanging out of the side of your mouth and your pants down below your waist. You want to be a role model. If one of the teenage female or male are watching this and they're looking to play pool because they feel like they have the talent to do so, the natural ability, and they say to mom and dad, hey, I want you to see this tournament, and they tune in and they see a tournament ran with the dress code the way it is more professional than the other way around. But that's my pet peeve, and I could rant about it, and I'm going to slow it down because with this cup of Java halfway done or 3/4 of the way, next thing you know, it'll be 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'll still be talking about it. Safety called. I don't know if you can hear the table mic or not. I'll crank that up a little bit. You might be able to hear the players call the shots and their saves.
Safety.
Safety called. 2-rail kick into the 3. Cue ball goes behind it. It's going to come down table. Hits the top of it. That's not a bad hit. Look at this. Looks like the cue ball might have just got him right behind the 1. I mean the 9. 3 in the corner called automatically. Like a glove. I like kicking it the other way. Why would you kick it this way? You kick it the longer way and you got a closer pocket. But who am I? Glenn says, hey, you sit there and do your job. Let me do mine on the table. Nice shot, Glenn. And he called it. You might as well call it if you're going to kick it like that. Nice shot. Now back cut the 5. And safety called. He's just probably going to bank the 5 back down this way towards the lower part of you. No, he's rolling up. And good speed.
Safety.
Got to be careful. You can scratch off this 5 in the corner. Well, if he would have hit the top of it, he had a possibility of scratching. Okay, ball in hand for Glenn. 5 in the corner, stop. 6 in the corner. Bring the cue ball back down just a little bit for your 7. This could be an awkward shot if he stops the cue ball. He's going to have to stretch across table. I hope he realizes that. It might be over the 8. This is a long stretch. And there's the bridge, the rake, the rest. Welcome back, the Eggmeister in the chat. I kind of like drawing it down even a little bit longer, but he's okay.
7 in the corner.
Doesn't look like the 9 goes into the side pocket, so off the 8, he's going to have to try to hug that rail. And if you hug the rail, you'll have enough angle just to pop the cue ball out off the rail for the 10 after pocketing the 9. Unless he wants to get down on the lower part of the 9 ball, which is down on our side of the table, the lower part of your monitor, and shoot the 9 up in the right-hand corner. That's what I think he tried to do. Who am I to say? Didn't play for the bank, I don't think. I don't think the 9 goes. He's in trouble. 1 eye in the 9 ball. Glenn Ramsey and Luis Jimenez. Glenn gave Luis 4 games on the wire going to 11. And the score right now is 4-2. It's call shot, call safety. I don't think it goes. He's going to attempt it. Wow. Start a new commercial for a new razor blade company because that was better than Gillette. Gillette Quadra-Track. What a cut. And then the lip of the pocket took the 9 ball. And Glenn's on a rampage. We're going to call him Rampage Ramsey. 4-3. Don't ask where these names come from. Game 8. They're playing Rack Your Own. Well, a lot of the beginning of the work is up table. 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there. I'm not sure if he has the 4 ball clear into the side. If not, he might have to carry him into the 7. Yes, Lewis, yeah. Louis. That's the spelling I got from Glenn. It's written, he's actually put it right here on paper. Louis, Jimenez. I agree, AB. I agree. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. That's the spelling I got from Glenn. I could. Do you want me to really step out of the booth and find out is the real spelling, or do you know it for sure, sir? Yeah. You know, Castle Billiards has a really nice sizzling steak. We can split it because if I lose, I don't want to pay for it all. I'll find out, though. But I have it written down right in front of me. In fact, I'm going to ask Lewis himself.
4 on the side.
No bet, Ixton, no bet. We don't promote that.
Bottom of the corner. Six on the side.
6 on the side.
Seven on the side.
You know what? We'll have to get it. We'll have to make sure that we let Glenn know that he gave me the wrong info.
8 in the corner.
8 in the corner pocket. We're in game number 8, 4-3. Lewis has not scored a game yet. Rampage Ramsey's on a tear. And going to continue this as we go rail to rail shots. Boy, it looks like we're down at Derby City Classic. This is a straight back bank. And since he didn't make it, Lewis had the opportunity to give it back to him. And he says, well, Glenn, knock yourself out. The double kiss of death. 8 ball corner pocket. He's got to go 2 rails and try to get on this 9 as straight as possible to roll down. This is where you have to know your speed. Hit it pretty good. Eight in the corner. Now, if that 9 is on the rail, this could be a difficult shot when he gets down below it. And he's going to be on the rail. Makes it double difficulty. The double difficulty factor coming up. Wow. So all you can say about that is wow. Position was not good, but the shot was a good shot. Pocketing that 9 ball was no easy task with that cue ball against the rail the way it was. And the gentleman that cut the 9 into the side pocket, as thin as a piece of paper, now misses the shot on the 10. giving Lewis the opportunity to put a bead up. He's stuck on 4 from the beginning with a chance to go up a nickel. And does not take advantage of that shot right there. And Glenn continues. 44. Moving along very nicely here in this first match. Started at 10 o'clock, which is approximately 29 minutes ago. And we already have 4 games of 10 ball under our belt. Was Earl in the house yesterday? Is the question in the chat? Yeah, Earl was in the house. Come down for a little while, and then he left. We didn't have a chance to chit-chat too much, and then he was out. 4-4, game number 9. Nice break, but he might have gave himself a slug as the 2 ball's going to find the corner. The 1 ball dressed up, ready to go out like everybody else here. Little spin. I like drawing the spin off of this and going around the 8. Oh. Ball in hand. One in the corner. You can see where the 3 ball is. Not much to do here. Don't overpower this because it will pick up spin off the rail. Shot. Now he's playing the short side of that 4 ball kind of say. He's got to be careful he doesn't trap up behind the 7. He's got to watch his speed here. It's crucial. If he's playing it that way. Oh, he ran into the 4 now.
Three in the corner.
Good position. Natural, go back and forth. Just come back out towards the middle of the table. Got the shot for the 5. 6 ball. We missed the 4 ball. Lewis has sight. But the cue ball against the rail. He might have to spin out. Use some extreme right-hand English. 2 rails back out for the 5 ball. Concentrate on the shot and the English. Whoa. It was a jumper. He jumped up, and he came out smelling like a rose. I don't know if you heard Glenn, but he said, you can have it back. I forgot about the rule. That was his option to give it right back to him. Safety called us. He's going to kick. Corner pocket, draw the cue ball right off the long rail to the right. We'll bump into the 9. Shot, speed, good English. Same shot, just the opposite way around. You want to spin it right out of the corner pocket. A little more spin would have been okay, but he's not bad.
7 in the corner.
Watch the scratch. Play more finesse and speed here. He did, and he's above the side pocket. Good shot.
8 in the corner.
8 into the corner. Played a slow roll for the 9 in the side. He's got a natural position to come down for the 10. I like the rhythm that Glenn is shooting right here.
Ten in the corner.
10 into the corner pocket will give Glenn the lead. 5 games to nothing he's won after spotting the 4 games. 5-4 right now.
Introducing Lucasi Hybrid, a whole new level of performance and technology. A cue with the revolutionary X-Shocks dampening system, eliminating vibration. G5 grip technology for enhanced traction and stability results in maximum cue control. Total sweet spot construction means unmatched power. And the zero flex point ferrule provides dead-on accuracy, giving you the confidence you need in every shot. Lucasi Hybrid, the only cue that matters.
5-4. Lewis breaks. Game 10. Wow, that 9 ball looked like it almost took a turn. Must have hit some piece of chalk or something on the felt. Took a turn right to the right, like it was doing a 90-degree turn. One into the corner pocket and back cutting it. Oh, he had enough vision to cut it into the left side. Actually overcut it. Safety call. Left a shot. 1 ball into the corner pocket. The 2, 3, 4, and 5. The 4 is in an area that's going to be a little bit difficult, I think, for Glenn to get to. And he can draw off this 2 or follow it 1 rail, come back out. But to play back for the 4, he didn't even think about it. He's going to go the inside 3 rails, the top 3 rails, and come back around. A very small window. That 8 ball's growing as the cue ball is rolling. Looks like he might have a piece of it. It's not frozen. He's going kicking. The Bruce Lee kicker. He missed it. Lewis, ball in hand. Ball in hand and jarred the 4 ball, as Pat Fleming would say. He must have had a bad angle. GoPlayMega.com. 8 ball, 9 ball, and 10 ball. GoPlayMega.com if you want to find out about the league or ask Vincent any kind of questions. You can elect to go right over there and ship him an email. GoPlayMega.com. Kojak in the subway. I used to have a Kojak pitch. I don't know where I put it. Well, he should be happy that he actually has a shot. Kind of put his stick down like you can't believe what he did, but he does still have a shot at the 5, and he's got the opportunity to play safe. harder than that, Glenn, and you would have been okay. You left a shot here. 5 in the corner. Lewis has to start coming with some kind of sign of life because this match is getting away from him. Cue ball way up table. Glenn has the opportunity once again to hand it back to him. He says he's going to play it. Play it well. How's the speed? He's going to be okay. He's going to have a shot for the 6, sort of like a straight pool shot. 6 into the bottom left-hand corner, natural position. Make sure you get above the 9. Stretch this cue ball out.
Safe.
Called safe instead. I guess he, I'm saying Lewis, out of desperation, is going to play the 6-10 ball. He wants to put a game up. 10 ball in the corner pocket. Going to fire it right at us here at the booth. And that's the mistake you make. I mean, it was a makeable shot, don't get me wrong. But when you're trailing
6 in the corner.
the way he is right now, I mean, he's actually trailing 5-0, even though the 5-0, even though the score is 5-4, and that's what kind of is running through his head right now. And that 6-10 looked mighty fine. Overdrew it. Glenn actually overdrew that. He still has a shot into the side pocket. Natural position for the 9. Overdid that one too.
9 in the corner.
9 in the corner, shooting from long distance, working for AT&T. Now he's doing it. He doesn't have to make this. If he's going to power draw this, that ball might not go in. I hit it good. Real good.
10 in the corner.
10 into the corner pocket. Glenn, a.k.a. the Rampage. He's shaking it off. He actually got back up. Can't sort of blame him. When you don't feel good, you actually got to get back up. And that's what he did, and that's why he's leading here, 6-4. 6 games in a row. Glenn's taking a quick break, so we're going to stand by. I think he's taking a quick break. No, he's not. He's right back at the table. Want to thank all the early birds that woke up. We appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in. Iggy, where were you this morning, pal? You need a note. I was expecting you to be up early. (6-4). Game number 11. Racing to 11. Smash, crash. A lot of noise. The one just about. Wow, look at this. Everything ran up table except for that 9 and a 10. Think it's a legal break in the World Tournament? Absolutely. Got to be careful. You want to stay on top of this 2 ball here. Good shot. Lewis won the lag and wanted to play 10 ball. And wow, just answering a question in the chat room there. Fired that right in the hole like it had eyes. You know, sometimes when you're down like that and you're letting your opponent run over you, safety called, you know, when you start getting another shot at the object ball, you just kind of open up and you let your stroke out. And a lot of times that's what happens. You'll see Lewis start pocketing balls, and now he's actually hidden behind the 6 a little bit, and Glenn says, hey, don't go anywhere. You're still your shot. So Lewis back up at the table. Three ball into the corner was called. Ball in hand. Glenn make sure that Lewis acknowledges the ball in hand, and Lewis said, yeah. Uh-oh. Caught the rail. A little bit off the rail would have made it a little bit easier. It's still a fairly easy position. Just got to be careful. You don't want to hit the ball and wind up on the 50. He hit the ball, but he still has a shot. Fire when ready, Captain. 8 in the corner. Glenn reminds me of a stick man. You know what a stick man is? Not the stick man that you draw on paper. In the casino, they call them stick men. Anybody know who they are? Corner pocket with the 8. Draw it out, not too hard. Oh. Cloth is slow. And we got a report that the cloth was slow from Maher Ali as Kojak in the subway. Lewis scratches once again in the side pocket. Stickmen in casino. There was no answer in the chat. It is the person that works the crap table in the casino and has the stick, collects the dice. Ball, followed it up, perfect for the 10 ball, and we're probably going to see a 7-4 score. That quick. Glenn, the Rampage Ramsey. We don't know? Who is that? Getting the ball for life. We don't know. Oh, maybe you got more than yourself sitting around a computer. That could be. Not my first rodeo. The chat we. You're right. You know, that was the last thing on my mind. I would thought Iggy would have knew that one. I was imagining somebody would go to Google. Usually when I don't know something, it's like, okay, Google, get up and run it. Google's a big tool now. Punched it. Wow, it punched that great. The only problem is that 5-7 now. That's where his issues going to come into play. But where the 4 is and where the 3 are right now, he can get to the left side of this 4 ball with the right speed and have this good angle to come down underneath this 5. Oh. Made it a little bit tougher, but he still can get down below the 5. Just going to have to do it with a little more speed. 4 in the corner pocket called. Wow, overspun it. Yeah, you're right. Type in stickmen in the chat. You're absolutely right. Come up with all kind of figures and images. But if you type in stickmen in a casino, I wonder if that would come up. I could do it right here. See what I come up with. Let's go over to Google. 10-ball call. I'm gonna have to stay on the match. Might go with 8-4. Played the perfect billiard. Beautiful shot by Glenn Ramsey. 8-4 right now. Stickman in a casino. Craps Stickman comes right up on top. He's the guy who holds the stick. It looks like a miniature hockey stick. Kind of, the end of it's bent on a 90 degrees so you can collect the dice. The stretch across the dice table. Too Slow Jimmy in the house. What's up, sir? It's a race to 11, Jimmy. And Glenn already gave Lewis 4 games on the wire, and Lewis cannot move from that 4 games on the wire. Glenn's won the 8 racks in a row. It's now 8-11. I mean 8-4. We're going to 11. We hope you have coffee, and we hope you. Well, I know you. You're an early bird anyway. You probably had a whole pot of coffee. And this is Glenn breaking. 9 ball into the corner pocket. 1 ball kind of tough, but fortunate enough for Glenn, the 2 balls up table, so he doesn't really have to do much. He can bump the 8 here if he wants to try to cut this 1 into the side. Bump the 8 and still gain natural position for the 2 in the corner or the side. I don't know if he can get back that far. We'll take a look. Well, that side pocket looks like it's not feasible. Yeah, just roll up on the 8 or put the cube behind the 2-3 and bank the 1 down table. Ooh, I like this. That 110 would have been a little bit closer and Lewis couldn't hit it. I would say I like it, but it looks like he might be playing the carom. Wow. Let the stroke out, Will, didn't you? 2 ball corner pocket. He's got to let his stroke out. It's now or never. So you got to do it. Well, I see more players walking in the door. I guess it's getting close to their playtime. You know, these matches are scheduled out, so the players don't have to all congregate to the room at one time and just sit around. They can actually elect to sleep in another hour or 2, or they have another hour or 2 traveling time before their match is up. Lewis made more balls in this game than he did the entire set. So maybe he's feeling the heat a little bit more, and he's just going to open it up and let his arm out. I wouldn't be surprised if he calls the bank and he's feeling that good right now. He did. 5 ball, cross corner. He's feeling it. And he's making it. And unfortunately, that's the kind of stuff you got to have in your back pocket, the way he's shooting now, and open it up when you need it. Call the 6 cross side. Understand what I'm saying?
7, 4, 5.
7 in the corner pocket. Natural position, bounce one rail right back out. You don't have to hit it that hard. Looks like he's going forward.
Seven in the corner.
Glenn shook his head like he wasn't happy with that. But you know what? I would be. Look at this, one pocket shot. Lewis's shot. 10 ball corner pocket before he got to the table. Chance to get off of the bagel, the donut. Nice and slow. If you overhit it, could hang. Get it nice and slow. And there you have it, 8-5. Lewis on the board. Good shot, good speed. A little too slow he hit that. Just a bit slow. He thinks he's got enough to cut it in the upper corner. This will be some shot. We've seen him cut a really thin shot. Cue ball. Okay, Lewis. Stay in gear. Keep focused. Well, Jimmy, I had a cup of coffee in a bagel shop, really good bagel shop in Jersey, and then I had a cup of coffee here, Steinway. They make great coffee. In fact, they have espresso machines and everything here. Steaks, seafood. Just thinking about the steak, I can go for one right now. But then you would hear snoring because I would sit back and watch this monitor like a television and get some sleep. My son is in the massage chair. Oh, he's up. Another early riser there. Snooker in the house. We're waiting Snooky. Steak and eggs sounds good. Believe me when I tell you. Yesterday I had, Steinway makes these little, they're not really chicken tenders. They're like, I don't know, chicken dippers or whatever you want to call them. The blue cheese on the side. Little tiny round things. Had two little, they're like mini Dunkin' Donuts, those little round, whatever you call them. Little round munchkins, like little munchkins, but they're chicken. And I had two of those all day long. In fact, the tournament director, and Manny takes care of AZB here, as far as food and, drinks and stuff like that. But the tournament director come over. He said, "Hey, Al," he said, "you didn't eat all day." He says, "Let's go." He says, "It's all my tab." I said, "Well, you know what? It's the last match of the night. Let's get it over with, man. I'll grab something on the road." So that steak and egg right now sounds good. I had a bagel this morning, though. Hey, the speed behind, wow. Actually, it rolled up enough where he can back cut it. He called it 5 in the upper left-hand corner. And made it. How's he hitting it now? Well, I don't know what's concerning him. Is the scratch concerning him? Safety call. Nice shot by Glenn. He got it a little further down than what he actually had to. But he can roll this. If you roll this into the side pocket and take the longer shot on the 8, you're okay. Being where the 9 is right now, he'll be in good shape. Take the long shot. There you go. Now he can either go 2 rails up and down and still wind up on top of the 9, or he can roll this with a little bit of speed. The cloth is running slow. Well, hit it on the pro side, so to say, as the 8 ball winds up mid-cushion on the top of your monitor. Now is Glenn feeling the bank? He calls the bank in the bottom left-hand corner. Sweater from the overhead. I actually heard like a double kiss as the cue ball might have just tapped the 8 on its way out. Perfect shot for Glenn as he waves his hands to slow that 8 ball down like an air traffic controller. Looking to go up 9-5. And he has it, 9-5 in a heartbeat.
Just wanted to remind everyone that today we're having the best of the rest. Everyone who's currently playing in the tournament will play in the tournament yesterday. It's free admission.
Best of the rest. Free admission.
Just gotta come and give me your names.
500 added.
So if you are here for the best of the rest, which we're going to try to kick off in the afternoon, come and give me your names, please. Come up by the tournament desk.
They're calling it the best of the rest. What happened here? My ears? Your ears what? Jedi mind trick. Second chance is cool. I gotta agree with you in the chat. No entry fee. All you gotta do is give me your name, sign up, $500 at a tournament. They're calling it the best of the rest. Cue ball in a drink. Kojak in the subway. You know, Snooker actually sent me a nice picture of Tully Savalas, and I do have it on file somewhere. Where? I don't know. I got it somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Kojak in the subway. There you go. That quick. All right, back to the match. 7-ball does go. Looks like there's a window between there, and Glenn's capable of cutting it right in the bottom left-hand corner. Does it nicely. The speed is a little bit wacky-doo. He's going to leave himself another long shot. And that time he comes up with a miss. Bring you up to date on the score. It's 9-5. We call it Dolly Parton. Wow. I'm telling you, Lewis is making more, pocketing more balls in the last couple of games than he did the whole set. And he had opportunities. The very first game, they had like 4 or 5 opportunities in that first rack. But I guess the desperation is, look at this. Shooting like Santos Cervejón now. Looking to put another beat up on his side and making it 9-6, working overtime. And he does. 9-6. Going into game 16 now. And keep in mind, we did put 4 games on the wire for Lewis. That was his spot. And I could see Zion. The Z-man, we call him, the Zion Z. If you follow him, he looked like an airplane pilot, you know, back in the day on his Facebook page. He just walked in. Yeah, the actual score is 9-2. That's correct. But in reality, that is the score. 9-6. 4 games on the wire. I don't know which one you want to call reality, 9-2 or 9-6. In any case, the score is 9-6. That's the handicap for the tournament. All right, Lewis, come with it. Would you like to see this go hill-hill? Well, folks, I believe I just put the order in for the steak. So between sessions, I'm probably going to take a break if I have enough time. No hit. Well, things are starting to change now. Overran the 4. Can still make it. A little more difficult. He can place nice safe here. Draw this cue ball back, you know, and just bank straight on for the 4 and put the cue ball behind the 8 and bring the 4 down towards the pack. Or just between the 10 and 9 and with the right speed. But you gotta draw the rock. I don't know if he sees it. Sometimes you gotta walk around the table and take a look at your options here. And Lewis, I guess, is just thinking about pocketing the 4. And that's thinking about it. I guess I stepped out of line where I said he was thinking about it. Made that 7 like the pro. Same pocket for the 5 ball. Be careful with the cue ball. You'll wind up good position for the 6, but miss the side pocket. So close. Come on, guys. Everybody in the chat start rooting them on. Let's see some action here. Hey, batter, batter. 5 ball, corner pocket. Six ball to the 10 ball. Wow, he played the 6 ball into the side pocket. I thought he was playing the 6-10 from where I'm standing. I'm actually standing to the side of the monitor. It looked like he was playing the 6-10 ball combination, but wound up playing. What's up, Dukester? Want to sit in?
Yeah, why not?
Come on.
See what you got.
Are you ready for this? Let me fill you in, okay?
Sure, go ahead.
We got Duke, spelled D-U-C, pronounced Duke.
Yeah.
Like the Duke of Earl. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Lewis
So we got
Jimenez
so far.
playing Glenn. Glenn gave Lewis 4 games on the wire, going to 11, playing 10 ball, close shot, close safety, as you know.
Yeah.
And it was recently 9-5 or 8-5 or 8-4.
Wow,
He really
he came
never
back.
got. Yeah, and then all of a sudden he got 2 games there, and he's starting to loosen his arm up. Whether it's under desperation, you know, that I got to get a couple
Yeah.
of games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It looks like Glenn is out if he makes this shot. Oh,
Now
there you
Glenn
go.
was shooting fairly well, pocketing balls, splitting the heart of the pocket a lot of times, making severe cut shots look easy. And now this game here, it's a little more. There's a change in the tide.
Yeah.
Whether it's because Lewis has 2 games now instead of, you know, keeping him on a donut, so to say, you know?
He still has the advantage. I mean, he's probably got a little bit, end game jitter pretty much. Because he had 9, he only needs 2 more games. And I see Lewis needing, I'm assuming if his score is including the handicap, he needs another 5 games. So there's a long way to go. I think he got this. He got it pretty good. It's just a matter of him, finishing the game essentially.
Well, you assumed right. We did put up the 4 games.
Okay. Yeah. But it looks like Lewis upping up his game. I can see that he's shooting a little bit more confident.
Look at this. The 9's going to disappear.
Wow. Well, he didn't
no.
leave himself much of a shot in the 8 there.
Listen, he's from Kentucky. He's going to bank this ball. Let's see what he does.
Yeah, let's see. He's probably better off elected to play it safe here. I
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely. Right behind the 10 ball.
Yeah.
But the speed is what counts here.
Yep. Oh, he's cutting it.
No way. He cuts this in. We're making a new commercial for the Quadra-Track Gillette razor. You think he's going to cut it in?
Oh, yeah, he's trying. He's called it.
Wow, this is paper thin.
Wow, what a
How do
shot.
you like it now? The paper factory's right around the corner. It's a hotel here. I bet you he's employed.
Oh, wow, he's shooting good now. I can tell. What a cut.
You're
And
not kidding.
shape. And shape on the 10.
You're not kidding. And putting the heat on.
Glenn, yeah.
Glenn can't believe he made that cut shot. 10 ball into the corner pocket, folks.
Yeah. This is like a piece of cake compared to the other one. Oh, he almost missed it.
And just like that, we
Yeah.
have a score of 9-7.
Oh, we have a match now, that's for sure. If Lewis keep playing like that, we're definitely gonna. It's gonna be a close match now.
Yeah, you know, in the beginning, with the chat, Iggy, Tony Iggy.
Oh yeah.
Iggy's out there, and he says, "Look, I know Lewis," and Iggy says, "I'm surprised he's missing so many balls." Well, maybe Iggy was right. He's not usually wrong, and now Lewis busted out of his shell.
Yeah, some people. I mean, when they're playing, when the heats get on and they get more competitively and they get loose, when they start playing loose, they start playing their real game. And I think that's what happened right now. I think Lewis is starting to pick up his game and starting to feel that he actually has a chance and win. So he's shooting. He's going for everything. Anything doesn't matter right now. He's in that state where he has nothing to lose, so he's shooting his heart out pretty much.
That's exactly my point.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because he's shooting his speed right now,
Yeah.
and he's concentrating, and that's the stuff that you got to have in your pocket
Oh yeah.
when you need it to say, "Hey, it's time. It's game time." And from the opening break, that's what you have to have, that mentality, that focus. And I've seen this happen many times, especially with amateur players.
Yeah. Sometimes some player are a slow starter and some are late starter. You know, some guys play slow in the beginning, but as the game pick up, they warm up, then the game gets a little bit better and better.
Well, I'm talking about being under the predicament that he was.
Oh,
in other
yeah.
words, he only, he got 4 games on Hawaii. He's still stuck at 4, and Glenn has 8.
Oh, yeah.
Finally, he snapped like somebody that went berserk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's that kind of snapping you need from the opening break.
Oh, yeah.
You know, to bring it to the table, and that's key, big, and that's real big.
And I think sometimes the handicap mentally blocks the players as well, in the sense that, you know, it doesn't really bring the true game up there because they're thinking, hey, I'm getting handicapped. So they get that inferior complex where, hey, you know, this guy's better than me because he's giving me 4 game. And they start missing shot they're not supposed to miss, even at their level when they're
yeah,
playing.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
But, you know, on the other hand, if you're giving me 4 games, I'm feeling pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah,
And
it
that could
depends on
work
the player.
against you, too.
Oh, yeah. I can see that Glenn is getting a lot of jittery. He's missing shot he's not supposed to miss. And he's
Well, you
playing
know,
it through.
he's impressed a lot of people in the chat. I mean, he was firing balls in, like I said, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
the seat turned over. And he's at a stage right now where he has to take his fingers and kind of make circles and
Yeah.
just sit there and concentrate on them. Sort of like meditation,
Yeah.
you know.
It looks like Lewis is giving it up a little bit as well. It's like opening the rack is really important.
Now, does Glenn show desperation here and bank this one? I mean, he does have the shot. He called safe.
Yeah.
Hear him over the mic.
He's a pretty
Watch
smart
the
player.
rock.
Oh, jeez.
Watch the rock.
Fast table. He's going to roll in.
Everybody's saying the table's slow. You're the only person that said it was
Well, it
fast.
depends on the rail it hits, you know, and how the speed is. The table can roll fast. It
you
can
got
pick
this
up.
figured
Yeah.
out. There's some
Yeah,
cushions
this is-
that are more
Yeah,
boingy.
more cushions, more buoyancy than the other one. Top
More-
rail is
more
dead.
boingy.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the pool terminology for you.
Yeah.
It's a boingy cushion. And I got that boingy from Earl.
Yeah. Oh, you should see how Earl complained when he plays on this table.
Yeah, I had him in the booth.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah.
He explained the whole table to us, which rail was lively.
Yeah,
which
that's
one
right.
was a
Yeah,
little
he
dead.
knows the table very well.
That upper pocket.
Yep. And these ball can have tendency to bounce out if because I guess the way they were shimmed, the shim is a little curved. So if you hit it in the wrong area, even if you make the ball, it'll spin around when you hit the corner and bounce right out.
Yeah.
So your speed is really important when you're playing corner pocket on these table.
Well, so was this kick.
Yeah, he's not
Wide
gonna hit that.
open 2, and that's all he's got. The 3, he's got to come down below it to play it in the side pocket or in the corner. The 4 ball appears to go by
Yeah.
the 5 with the pocket speed.
Well, let's see how Glenn playing this. He had a much easier shot. I'm not sure why he's shooting like
Just
that.
going to follow up for the 3
Yeah.
in the side pocket.
Yeah, but that's the wrong shot still, because now he has no shape on the 4. If he went the other way and took the ball in the side pocket, he would have got much better angle
Well,
on the
he
3.
He can
Yeah.
bank the 3 and still stick right there.
Yeah. That's what happened.
And now, since the bank is open, let's go to the ATM.
I think he's going to like to play safe here.
Yeah, you got it.
knowing him.
I like bringing the cue ball back behind the 6 ball.
Yep.
Just hit the
And
4.
just leave the
very
4
slightly.
and
Yeah.
rail. Oh, that's not
Wow.
bad. He gave distance.
I like that better.
Yeah, that's a better shot. Although he sees it, he's probably going to bank this in, and he might get lucky on the 5. Oh, he called safe.
Safety called.
Ah, that's pretty good. Oh, that's a nice shot. Yeah. Glenn has to turn on the heat here. I mean,
Well, right now he's got to stay calm and
yeah.
play the right shot. Don't shoot wide open and leave shots.
Ooh, I don't know. That was good.
That'll get you in trouble. But he's got lucky, and now he can actually turn it back. If he did call the bank, Lewis can give this back to him if he can't see it. Maybe he called safe.
Yeah, I think he just called safe. Now, he gets ball in hand. He should be out in this position. If he's not, then he's in trouble.
11:23 on the East Coast, folks. And I'll tell you what, I think it's about 25 to 30 degrees out. It feels like summer compared to yesterday.
Oh, yeah. It's a little bit better. It's not as cold.
I was actually out there with a short sleeve, and some of the people out there said you must be
Crazy?
you must be cold-blooded or warm-blooded. They said.
Or from Canada.
I said I live 200 miles north of here. Originally from the city.
Let's see. Nice try.
Okay.
So Glenn has to really come up with something here. I mean, if he runs this out, then he's a favorite to win it, I'm assuming. Because he'll get his confidence back, and this is probably the best game that allow him to do so.
Yeah.
But if he does mess this up and lose this game, then he's going to feel a lot more pressure.
8:23 on the West Coast. Snook. I know you're an early riser also.
Let's see what he does here. Yeah, that's a good angle. If I need a rake for this. Oh, no.
Just don't draw it into the 8 and get stuck.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen many times when they got a stretch and then they draw it straight back and not pop the cue ball out.
Oh, don't. It's not bad stopping it there. I guess he's going down.
Natural.
He's on the
position.
right side of the ball, so.
He's got to wind up on the right side of the 7 ball to get back for the 8. He's got to be real careful.
Yeah. Wow, Glenn is not shooting well. I mean, to miss shot like that.
Look at the cue.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah.
So
Well, if he actually had that, he actually had a good shot on the 7, but.
yeah, to get back to the 8.
Yeah.
But you know what? Everything's out of whack right now for Glenn. He's got to meditate a little bit.
He has come back to basic, and that's the hardest thing. There's a term they use in pool called finding your center. So when you're out of it and you're missing shot you're not supposed to miss, the whole idea is that, your mind have to go back and say, okay, let's start, playing center ball, playing more natural shot until you get a firmer grip on the game.
Easier said than done.
Oh,
for
yeah,
some
always.
amateur players.
Always.
Professional players, sometimes they have difficulty doing it
Oh, yeah.
when they throw themselves out of the game. It's the super professionals that go back to the seat and let that water go underneath the bridge and come back to the table with fresh
Oh, yeah,
mind,
it helps.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I think it'll be to Glenn's advantage if he goes in the washroom, wash his face, and come back out looking
That's
at
not
fresh
a bad
perspective.
idea. I like that. Take
Yeah.
a break. I like that. If you know what? If Lewis should win this game, I'm betting a hot dog. No, let's make it a steak. That Glenn does take a break.
Let's see.
I can't bet with Iggy. Iggy says, don't go to AC. I'm on a losing streak.
Well, he's looking. Well, he got himself in an awkward position here. He might be hooked behind the 10 if he makes the 8. If he gets the right speed. Yeah, see?
Caught the point.
Yeah, he caught the point.
Those points in those side
Right.
pockets, they do grow when you're shooting those shots.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, when you least expect it.
So Glenn need to make this one. Forget about shape. Just make the ball back and forth, and he should be good. See? Wow, he's not shooting good at all. He's leaving everything in the hanger, like the 6 ball. Last one he shot, he missed. He left it up around the pocket.
Well, he's shooting like the car is warming up outside. He is playing a little bit fast.
Yeah,
I know
not
he's a
taking
fast
his
shooter
time.
anyway.
Yeah, not as fast as me, but yeah, you
Well,
consider him fast.
I hope you're up next on the live stream table.
No, I'm done.
Are you really?
Yeah, too much weight for me to give. They
Duke-
made me
Duke
a
is a
Grandmaster
Grandmaster.
Plus.
Oh, Grandmaster Plus.
They had to
Excuse
change
me.
the score sheet to accommodate my
Oh,
handicap.
wow.
It was fun. It was challenging. I took on the challenge. It was kind of fun.
So what is Earl Strickland in the tournament?
Oh, he's not allowed to play in this tournament. I mean, if he was in here, he would be like, I don't know, Grandmaster plus 15.
Cue ball in the drink.
Oh, my God.
You know what we call that?
Oh, yeah.
Kojak in the subway.
Oh, jeez. That was a rough game for Lewis there. He
Yes.
needed that game bad.
He sure did.
That was a big game.
Now, if Glenn wins, the bet's off, Iggy. But
Yeah, I think
he
this is
doesn't
the
win.
big one. Yeah.
I'd say he's going to take the break.
Okay, he got good. Oh, he overshot it. Oh, my. Can't
He's
believe
still,
he did
He's
that.
still going to have a shot.
Yeah, he has a shot in the side, but he would probably have. He probably would like to have it in the corner. I think that's how he played it, but he said you can't. can't have a choice much now. You just got to play what you got.
Does he go to the hill, or does Lewis go to 8? If he misses this, the 10 ball could wind up on a short rail.
He missed it. The way he's shooting, he lost his confidence a little
That
bit there.
shot, you have to think before you hit it with the speed. If you do miss it like that, where the
Yeah,
10
you
ball
leave it
goes
end
right
rail.
towards that end rail, towards the center diamond.
Yeah.
Lewis, I say he splits the pocket on this shot. Right in the
Depending
heart.
if he spins it. I can see he's putting a little bit spin, see?
That he
A lot of
didn't do.
people, you know, if they shot that naturally, I mean, if Glenn doesn't win this, I mean, he shouldn't even play.
He's going to the hill, I would say, Duke.
Yeah, I would say so too. I mean, Lewis gave away that game. He put a little inside and then threw it to the left. Shouldn't have done that. If he played more natural, I think he would have made that shot. But, oh, that was a big game.
17 games under our belt.
Wow.
Remember, we put 4 up on the scoreboard initially for Lewis Jimenez. Going into game 18, Glenn
Wow, that was a
Ramsey.
big game there. And Glenn gave him so many opportunities, like 3 or 4 shot at the game.
Glenn Rampage Ramsey. He's going back to his rampage mode.
Looks like Glenn's Irish flush coming along. I don't know if he's Irish, but
Well, whatever it is.
whatever it is.
Open that can of worms right now when you get back to the table.
Oh, yeah.
Lewis Jimenez set the break.
Yeah, I wouldn't count him out just yet. Let's see what happens.
Oh,
It's
I'm
4
not counting
games.
him out at all. I don't count anybody out.
Oh, yeah.
I think there was a bunch of people in the chat that were actually counting Lewis out. And he made it, came back, made it interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And Glenn bounces out of his seat.
Well, now you'll see him play a little bit better now that that critical game is gone. So, I mean, that was a game that he needed to sort of break out of the shell. So you'll see him shoot a little bit more confidence now. Oh, wow, man.
Well, you might see him shoot
That's
again.
not the Glenn that I know.
If you're playing in a 10 a.m. round,
And since Glenn did call, it's call shot, call safety. He's going to get the shot right back.
Yeah.
you still get another chance in our best of the rest, so just come up.
Yeah, he's calling a ref to have a look at the shot.
Good idea. No discrepancies.
Yeah.
Kind of like that the refs are all hanging out all over the place.
Yeah, this is actually a critical shot here. Yeah, I mean, he need to definitely make this shot.
Should be a referee somewhere in the area.
Oh, there it is.
There he
Yeah.
is, right there,
Yeah.
officially dressed. You got to like the style.
Yeah, the reason he has to call is you see where the 10 ball is right in front of the pocket. If
Yeah.
something goes wrong, that 10 is
Right.
is a goner. Yeah. Looks good. This is going to be interesting. I wonder if he's going to go for how he plays this one ball. Oh,
Well,
got to make it first.
I say Glenn's going to play the carom, play the 1 into the side pocket, maybe draw it into the 10s. I think he's looking at the 10 ball.
I highly doubt that from
Yeah,
the
I
angle.
know.
It's just pretty tough. I think he's better off just making it, coming back, and trying to get the 2.
He's actually better off running out. But
Yeah.
I've seen players try to drag this cue ball. You don't have to make the 1 to make the 10 here.
Yeah, that's true.
But he has to call it. He's just
Yeah,
playing the
see,
1.
rolling it down.
Nice shot.
Ooh, now you can go for the 10.
I would say so. How's it look?
What a roll. Looks really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to call that. He's aiming at it now. He has a 7 as a helper. Even if he missed it, he hit it on a horn, still going off the 7. Look at that. Wow.
How about make the 7, trap the 2,
And he's
And
going to
the-
get that back.
and trap the cue ball.
Yeah.
The triple
Jeez.
trap.
Yeah, he should just give ball in hand. Isn't it? Now, this is an interesting shot, though. The 10 ball does go on the side.
This is what I do. I take the 3 ball, and I bring it up right where the cue ball is, just on the opposite side
Oh,
of the
yeah.
2.
Then you have a,
and you
a
give
complete
him,
trap.
he's on 1, and
Yeah.
then you're on 1, and then he can have it.
Yeah, if you roll the 3 against the 10 now,
Yeah.
and that means officially, I mean, he's forced to hit that, and he's on 2, so he definitely had to break that out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I don't know if that was a good hit.
Well, we don't get involved
Yeah.
unless the referees ask us to, and then we could rewind.
Either
Glenn
way.
didn't say anything,
No?
and
Well,
probably because of the position.
Yeah. Just let them shoot.
Safety called.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to let them shoot because you know they won't be able to run out.
He's going to try to put the cue ball behind the 6 here.
Nah, he's just going to give distant. I think he was trying.
Oh, man. Call AT&T because this is halfway home. Side pocket for the 3
Yeah,
ball.
he's still got some trouble. He got the 6'10" in the way.
He's playing the 6'10". If he gets there, he's playing. He's got the 5'8" to deal with.
5'8" to deal with. There's a lot of. It's not over yet. This way.
Look at how the 5'8" and the 6'10", they look like they're perpendicular to each other as far as combinations, right? It's
Yep.
amazing, this game.
Yeah, it's a beautiful game. They say it's like Forrest Gump, you know? It's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get.
Oh, talking about chocolate. Do they still have those chocolate
Oh, yeah, they
candy
do.
bars?
They have this, I think, I'm not sure what kind of charity it was, but yeah, the candy bar for $1. It's really good chocolate,
yeah,
too.
I'm going to go up there and grab one if I have a chance.
Yeah,
After the
cold
steak.
day, it's good to have chocolate. Keep you warmer.
Is that right?
Yeah, supposedly you eat chocolate warms up your blood. Something like that. I was told when you're cold, eat chocolate.
Interesting.
Oh, now this gives Lewis a chance to do the 6'10", depending on his shape on the 5. Let's see how he hits this. Yep. He's definitely going for the 6'10".
As you see, Glenn, he actually waved his hand like
Yeah, he
an air
wasn't.
traffic controller.
Yeah, he wasn't too pleased with that 5 ball that he made there.
Does he make it? Does he hang it up?
Well, that's the tricky part about combo, you know. You have to hit it with certain pace that if you don't make it, it doesn't hang in the pocket. But if you're trying to make it with the pace that, you know, slow roll it in, then you're bound to leave it there for your opponent.
Right.
So it's like double-edged sword sometimes, so you got to be careful. Oh, no, he's actually
Going to
banking
Kentucky.
it. Banking the 6 in the corner. Smart move, actually.
Split it.
Yeah,
Nice shot.
Wow, what a shot.
Bravo.
Yeah.
And Glenn acknowledges the shot. He says, very nice shot.
Let's see what he does. Whether he spins it? No. Yeah, he spins it. That was the wrong shot, though, because of where the 9 is.
Does he bank it in the same hole as the 6? Or does he play it straight down the rail into the bottom corner pocket?
Yeah, that's... Playing it down to the bottom pocket is tricky. I mean, you got to get past the side there. And if you hit it wrong, you know... Wow, this is a tricky shot for Lewis. Although the bank... His bank is good, so I assume maybe bank would be better here for him.
I like playing safe.
Yeah. Just roll it, slow roll it, yeah, or
He's cutting it right down the corner pocket, right where the 10 ball lies.
he might be going for the side pocket.
No, he's coming
No.
right down the corner.
Yeah.
Unless he changes his mind. He did call the corner. He changed his mind once
yeah,
again.
I
He's
figure
playing
he's
the
gonna
bank.
yeah.
If he
'Cause
hits
if
it
he
with, right, go ahead.
hit with pace, he might get lucky, you know,
Right.
like, just like that.
Just like that is right.
Yeah, perfect.
Good speed.
Yeah, perfect speed actually.
Well, say hello to my little friend the 10 ball. That's where I'm putting you.
Yeah. Now, if Glenn plays is good, I mean, this is like, you know, you put the 9 ball down the end table and cue ball back where it was, back at the other end, then he should be good. But it's a tough one to play safety on. I think he gave it to him.
Really?
Yeah, because he called the 10 in the corner. I mean, 9 in the corner.
Right.
So it's a
No,
smart
it's his
shot
option.
to get back.
Yeah,
it's
I
option,
agree.
yeah.
But whenever you're up at the table, you have the option to play safe.
Yeah.
I'm not giving this to my opponent.
Yeah, this is actually a good bank. The probability is like a 50-50 shot because the pocket's so big. Look at that. It's pretty close.
And it's going to
Oh.
get past the side pocket.
Wow.
Glenn don't have to like this at all.
Yeah, he's probably going to give it back again. Well, I don't like that he give
He
back
didn't.
this shot.
He gave it back.
Because this is natural. You know, you bank this to the side, you get perfect shape on the 10.
And that's what he did.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Watch. Cue ball goes 3 rail. Maybe makes a 9. Perfect for the 10.
Very good possibility. This time the
Oh.
banks are not open. It's a double shim bank. Boom, in the drink.
Ah, sold it. Sold out.
Sold out. And this looks like it's
Sold
going to
out.
end right here, folks.
Yep.
If it doesn't, you might see Glenn order a throw-up bag or puke bag you call from the airlines if he doesn't get out.
Yep.
When's the next session, Duke?
I'm not exactly sure, but I think most likely 1 o'clock. And I-
Oh, okay. I can grab a
Yeah.
steak. Well, folks, there you have it. We want to thank Duke. Hey, Duke, thanks for sitting in, man.
Hey, no,
It's
our
really,
pleasure. It was fun.
You're great company, and please
Yeah.
don't be shy because I need some help over here.
No problem. Call me when you need.
We're going to end this recording, folks, and the way we're going to end it is just like this. Stand by.